Hey guys, it's me, Jammin' Music Man, and welcome to my all-new album review video. And today it's going to be the 1973 debut album by the New York Dolls. And the New York Dolls are one of my all-time favorite 70s glam rock band. And for some of you out there who interested in listening into what the whole 70s glam rock scene was about, check out artists like David Bowie, Slade, Lou Reed. Those are really your definitive 70s glam rock bands. But we're talking about the New York Dolls debut album. But the New York Dolls were highly influential. They helped influence the late 70s punk rock scene. I know the Sex Pistols and the Ramones and Morrissey from the Smiths have, highly praised being influenced by the New York Dolls. And, the 80s LA metal bands like Motley Crue and Hanoi Rocks, you can see the influence of the New York Dolls and them by the makeup and the clothes, all that. Very influential. And the New York Dolls, they were only around for just a few short years and broke up. And you can see, you can definitely see or hear, early punk rock. You can definitely hear that in this band. And, like I said, they've had their share of tragedies. There's only two remaining members left, original members left. That's David Johansen and Sylvain Sylvain. And the original bass player, Arthur Killer Kane, he was part of a great documentary called New York Doll, and it came out in 2004. And it's really great. It went into details after his life. After the band had broke up, he became homeless and addicted to drugs, and he became a Mormon, and he got to reunite with the New York Dolls and go on tour with them shortly before his death. Lead guitarist Johnny Thunders, he tragically died back in the 90s, and the drummer, he tragically died, I believe, in the 70s or maybe the 80s. But there's only two original members left, and the band's still going. And David Johansen, for some of you who didn't know, he had the alter ego Buster Poindexter, and he had the hit song that was on, they played on MTV, Feeling Hot, Hot, Hot. That was David Johansen. And, like I said, the band got criticized during their time, and, like I've seen the videos of them on the Old Grey Whistle test, and the host of the show, Whispering Bob, kind of, criticizing them, calling them poor man's Rolling Stones, and, all that stuff, and you try not to pay attention to, the naysayers or whatever. But like I said, this is a great album, and I'm just going to go through, the track listings and the feel of the album. The feel of the album for me, when I hear this, it takes me to, street life, living in the big city. Like, when I hear this record, I imagine, like, living in, a bad part of New York City and going into a bar and, seeing the New York Dolls. They captured big city, bad part of town street life perfectly on this album. So 5 stars for that. And, that's basically the feel that you're going to get out of this album. It's rock, but that's what I feel when I listen to this album. Early 70s street life, and it deals with topics of living in the street life, and I'm going to go through all that. But the album starts off with a great title track, Personality Crisis. Great track to start the album off with. Number 2 is Looking for a Kiss, and if you're a die-hard New York Doll fan, you know how it starts off with David Johansen. When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love. LUV. Everybody knows that if you're a Doll fan. Number 3 is Vietnamese Baby. Number 4 is Lonely Planet Boy. Number 5 is Frankenstein. Number 6 is Trash. Another personal favorite of mine. Number 7 is Bad Girl. Number 8 is Subway Train. Number 9 is Pills. Number 10 is Private World, and number 11 is Jet Boy. So, like I said, the feel of the album, it's very street life, you know, and it deals with, you know, street life topics. And, you know, if you're a glam rock fan, you know, there's no doubt you got to have this in your collection. And if you're a New York Doll fan, you know, this is the definitive New York Doll album. What more can I say? And also, for some of you who didn't know, 70s artist Todd Rundgren actually produced the album. If you turn the album over, you can see produced by Todd Rundgren, which I thought was very strange because Todd Rundgren was more pop rock, and, you know, the New York Dolls were kind of, you know, trashy, you know, New York glam rock band, which I found very odd that he produced the album. But a lot of people considered that he screwed the album up, but I don't think he did, because I find this album, you know, a masterpiece. But I hope you share your memories and your thoughts on the band and the album, and keep subscribing. And I'm going to put a link to my Facebook in the description box, and I hope you'll keep watching my videos, and I hope you'll leave me lots of comments. But thanks for watching. I'm Jammin' Music Man, and keep listening to the music.